So what are the differences between relationships in men's prisons and women's prisons?
In women's prisons, it's more common to be in an out open relationship than it is to not.
Yeah, in men's prisons, like when I first went in, there were people that did it, but they were kind of seen as other or different and often looked down upon. It wasn't a common thing.
And in women's prison, you know, some women would like have pen pal boyfriends and stuff, but I feel like that wasn't as common as it is in men's prisons.
Oh yeah, like every guy had a girlfriend or had a wife. I know so many guys who had a wife who lived overseas who they had never met in person or who they'd gone through the ceremony with, which literally like they walked into the visitation room, saw each other, and then that was it. It blew my mind.
Did they have like conjugal visits? What's the point of that?
No conjugal visits in Virginia. And the only thing I can understand is that people wanted emotional intimacy. Like it makes sense for the guy on the inside, right? Like he gets a partner, he maybe gets money, he gets support, he gets guidance. But for her, she gets the emotional intimacy of someone who has nothing better to do with all their time than pay attention to her and lavish attention on her. And it may not be physical, it may not be in person, but the emotional attention means the world to people.
I rarely saw people's pen pal relationships cause drama, though. The real drama came from the in-person relationships. 75% of every fight that I witnessed in prison was because it was a girlfriend thing or an ex-girlfriend or you slept with my girlfriend last night or you cheated on me or this and that. It was like one of the main sources of violence, unfortunately.
And I would say I probably saw a lot more violence or problems from somebody stealing somebody else's pictures or calling somebody else's girl. Like there were things that happened. They were usually domestic violence things. It would be like a couple was in a relationship and so didn't like what, and it got really ugly, but that wasn't a common thing. It wasn't like people were generally like running around sleeping with each other's boyfriends. Although I did see a stabbing that was really bad over something like that. But for the most part, it was the outside drama, the relationships with women on the outside, that was much more of a problem than the relationships on the inside.
Yeah, no. I saw fights almost every day due to relationship trauma. It's so different. We have such different priorities.
Yeah.